Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in for today's video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe and thumbs up before we get started. I'm sorry, I just had to do that. It seems like the YouTuber's ritual to do that at the beginning of every single video, and to be honest, it felt quite naked not doing it at all. So if you've been here before on my channel, you will have noticed that I've never done a voiceover before, but I'm just taking the opportunity to branch out and try different things. Look, basically I was impressed with the outcome of this team deathmatch. I thought I went pretty well. It may not be the best one for every single person that watches this, but I was impressed, and you know what? I think that's the most important. And on top of it, I thought it would be a good idea to just do the voiceover with some info about Apex Legends. GameSpot.com actually have a breakdown on each legend and what background they have carrying with them into the games, basically where they're from, what they're doing, why they're here, all that jazz. So I'm going to break down a few legends along the way, and you know what, I just hope you enjoy it. To kick it off, I'm going to talk about the legend I'm playing with at the moment, Mad Maggie. Margaret Kohiri grew up on the planet Salvo without any family of which to speak. After meeting a spry young fellow named Walter Fitzroy, she soon found purpose in their joint effort to become mercenaries. After forming an outfit known as Cracked Talon, Margaret earned the name Mad Maggie, and her pal Walter became known as Fuse. But when a rival warlord named Sandringham Kelly signed a treaty with the Syndicate, Maggie lost all hope in Salvo ever being independent. Meanwhile, Fuse left her for the Apex Games, at which point she became quite angry, living fully up to her infamous nickname. Mad Maggie is focused on all-out aggression and keeping enemies on their toes. Well, since we're talking about good old Fusey, Walter Fuse Fitzroy is a demolitions expert with a knack for bombastic showmanship. Fitzroy grew up on Salvo, a planet ruled by a rotation of mercenaries and warlords. There, Fitzroy was a mercenary alongside his friend Maggie. While Fitzroy felt the call for the Apex Games arena, Maggie felt the drive to become the next powerful warlord. Salvo eventually lost its independence, becoming part of the Syndicate, giving Fitzroy his chance to join the arena, but Maggie was not willing to let him go without a fight. Fuse is an attacker focused on displacing enemies using explosives. The sweet and charming Mirage. Elliot Mirage Witt likes to stand out from the crowd. The youngest of four brothers, Witt only ever took one thing seriously: holopilot technology. Introduced to it by his mother, Witt learned everything he could about the technology, allowing him to create and control holograms of himself. His brother went missing during the Frontier War, driving Witt and his mother closer. Mirage worked as a bartender, hearing amazing stories about the Apex Games. The riches and glory interested him, but he didn't want to risk leaving his mother childless. However, his mother gave him a custom-made set of holo devices and told him to chase his dreams, leading Witt to become the life of the party in the Apex Games. Mirage is an attacker focused on distracting and confusing enemies with his decoys. Mirage's secret lover, Wraith. If you didn't know, Wraith used to be a senior science pilot, Renee Blasey. She once volunteered to be the guinea pig of her own experiments, who was betrayed and locked away by her partner. But the experiment that gave her the ability to phase shift also took her memory. All that was left was a scared woman in prison and haunted by the voices in her head. Eventually, another voice convinced her to listen to them, allowing her to escape that prison and reality. Wraith joined the Apex Games to explore the old IMC bases that the games take place near. Wraith competes for a chance to find out more information about what happened to her. Wraith is an attacker, focused on being able to quickly and safely escape firefights. Let's chuck in the robot Pathfinder. Pathfinder is an optimistic and upbeat MRVN, mobile robotic versatile entity, modified for location scouting and surveying. He booted up decades ago in an abandoned warehouse with no knowledge of his creator or why he was there. Pathfinder has spent his time searching for his creator, but has not found any information. He joined the Apex Legends in hopes to draw the attention of his creator and to make a few new friends along the way. Pathfinder is a recon legend, focused on getting teammates and himself from one location to the next. Creepy Caustic. Andrew Caustic Knox is a brilliant scientist employed by Humbert Labs, where he works on pesticide gases. Knox attempted to create better pesticides to protect the crops of the Outlands, but eventually grew tired of only testing on tissue, moving to live subjects. He became obsessed with the beauty in his destructive gas, eventually leading to conflict with other scientists, destroying the lab in the process. Now he competes in the Apex games as Caustic, employing his deadly gases. Caustic is a defender focused on fortifying his squad's position. Moving on to Bloodhound. Bloodhound is known in the Outlands as one of the best game hunters ever seen. The child of 2 engineers at the New Dawn industrial plant on Talos, they were raised by their uncle Artur after their parents were killed in a meltdown. Bloodhound was raised to believe in the old ways, a system that rejects technology and focuses on nature. However, they always had an interest in technology and ended up combining their knowledge of nature with technology to save their village from a Goliath. Bloodhound is a recon legend, with skills focused on locating and following enemy squads. Okay, let's talk about Lifeline. A combat medic, AJ Lifeline She is different from the rest of the competitors in the Apex games. AJ is the child of wealthy war profiteers who left home after learning of the damage her family's business caused. She joined the Frontier Corps, a humanitarian organisation that helps those in the Frontier community in need of aid. She joined the Apex games to raise money for the Frontier Corps and has no problem taking down anyone else in the games to do so. Lifeline is a support legend focused on healing and reviving teammates. Moving on to Gibby, or Gibraltar. Makoa Gibraltar is the son of 2 Search and Rescue Association of Solace volunteers, raised to understand the importance of protecting others. Gibraltar still has a wild side though. When he was younger, he and his boyfriend stole his father's motorcycle for a joyride and ended up in a dangerous landslide. His father was able to save them but lost his arm in the process, causing Gibraltar to dedicate his life to helping people. He joined the Apex games for a reason different than all the others, to protect his friends and squad mates from harm. Gibraltar is a defender, focused on shielding his teammates from harm. Let's talk about the new legend Ballistic, August Brinkman. August was set to be the sole heir to his family's fortune, but when a series of shady deals caught up with his parents, he was left an orphan, although he was left with quite a lot of money. August became a force of self-destruction and frustration, ultimately choosing to join the Thunderdome games, which is pre-Apex games, where he took on the name Ballistic and fought tirelessly to earn himself a reputation as a reckless celebrity. After his selfish combat style led to the traumatic death of his wife's brother, Ballistic retreated from the limelight. That is until his son Nathaniel qualified to join the Apex games. Driven by hope for redemption, Ballistic opted to take his son's place and fight once more. Ballistic is an attacker with a focus on artillery and supporting his team. Okay team, that's all I've got for this video today. I've talked about a few of the legends, but if you don't know, there's 24 there. So if you do want me to talk more about the legends, please let me know in the comments below. More than happy to make another video. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe and thumbs up. Have a good one.